Kemerdekaan.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi.
Tai tu kita tai hitam. Ambil tak blue kau cantik.
Baru belajar, sedang belajar lagi ni. Kod etika
Nak tukar ke tai dark blue?
Tak lah. Okey dah ni.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi.
Dan Zizan,
Saya.
gambar tak clear. Memang
Itulah
saja.
Itu tengah duk set ni. Lah, gambar tak clear tu ada banyak makna tu. Aduh.
Tak. Warna hijau tadi.
Tak, tapi
Jadi
nampak kan?
Incredible Hulk.
Tapi nampak kan?
Ada. Nampak. Tapi dia camouflage tu.
Tunggu sekejap saya set balik. Mana tak kena ni.
Selamat pagi kepada para peserta. Mohon isi kehadiran dahulu sebelum kita memulakan majlis. Terima kasih. Kepada para peserta, sesiapa yang belum menggunakan background Coar, jadi boleh tengok dekat chat box, kita dah masukkan link. Okay, mohon para peserta tukar background Coar ya. Terima kasih.
Hi everyone, we will start our event shortly. For your information, the organizing committee had prepared a Zoom background image for all participants to install. Please download from the link that was shared in the chat box. Your cooperation is highly appreciated. Besides that, please also sign in the attendance in the chat box. Thank you. Assalamualaikum. Good morning and selamat pagi for those who are watching this from Malaysia and Indonesia. The Honourable Associate Professor Dr. Saiful Kamaluddin Muzakir Lokman, Dean of Faculty of Industrial Sciences and Technology FIS UMP, Bapak Novianto Edi Suharno, Vice Dean, Research, Publications and Collaboration, Faculty of Vocational Studies, Universitas Airlangga, Associate Professor Dr. Ezrahani Sukadarin, Director of the Colloquium of Academic and Research Coar 2022. Faculty members and all participants, ladies and gentlemen, I'm June, will be your MC for today. On behalf of the organizer, I would like to welcome all the participants to the Colloquium of Academic and Research Coar 2022. For your information, this program is organized by the Faculty of Industrial Sciences and Technology, Universiti Malaysia, Pahang, Malaysia, in collaboration with Faculty of Vocational Studies, Universitas Airlangga, UNAIR. Without further ado, I would like to invite Associate Professor Dr. Ezrahani Sukadarin, Director of Coar 2022, to give a welcoming speech. Please welcome.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. The Honourable Associate Prof. T.S. Dr. Saiful Kamaluddin Muzakir Lokman, the Dean Faculty of Industrial Sciences and Technology UMP.
Recording in
Respectful
progress.
Bapak Novianto Edi Suharno, Vice Dean Research Field Publication and Collaboration, Universitas Airlangga UNAIR. Friends and delegates from Indonesia, faculty members, and fellow friends. Good morning to all participants. It's a great honor and a pleasure to welcome all the participants to the Colloquium of Academic and Research Coar 2022. We are very fortunate to meet virtually today in this event, although how we wish to meet and greet face to face. Inshallah, in the near future, our wish to meet up physically can be granted. I am delighted to be here today in Coar 2022 with the theme of Knowledge and Wisdom in Occupational Safety and Health. Ladies and gentlemen, I will use the next few minutes to tell you something about the background of this colloquium and our motivation. Firstly, we want the Coar 2022 become a powerful platform to initiate collaboration between UMP and UNAIR and make it more visible to all staff and students at both institutions. We believe that Coar 2022 will provide an excellent opportunity to engage with participants from all viewpoints, acquire new ideas and trends, from new relationships and strengthen the current one. We like to discuss also and plan for the near future activities in a broader perspective, and we'd like to put this on the agenda of peace, inshallah. Therefore, we have invited speakers from both University, UMP, and UNAIR to share their experiences in both academic and research. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that all of you will take this opportunity to get information and valuable input from both institutions. Before coming to close of these remarks, I sincerely hope you will enjoy this morning event. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Associate Professor Dr. Edwin Hani, for the welcoming speech. Right now, we will show you UMP montage. Okay, thank you for the montage. Ladies and gentlemen, next, I would like to invite Associate Professor Dr. Saiful Kamaluddin Muzaki Lokman, the Dean of Faculty of Industrial Sciences and Technology FIS, to give his speech. Please welcome him.
Thank you, Ms. Jun. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dr. Tika Widya Stuti, Vice Dean, Faculty of Vocational Studies, Universitas Airlangga. Bapak Novianto Edi Suharno, Vice Dean 3, Research Field Publications and Collaboration, Faculty of Vocational Studies, Universitas Airlangga. Associate Professor Dr. Ezrin Hani binti Sukadarin, Director of Coar 2022, Faculty of Industrial Sciences and Technology, Universiti Malaysia Pahang. Faculty members, delegates from Universitas Airlangga, and fellow students. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good morning. First of all, let us thank the Almighty Allah who has given His grace and guidance so that the Colloquium of Academic and Research Coar 2022 with the theme of knowledge and wisdom in occupational safety and health can be held successfully. I would like to extend our warmest welcome to all of you, especially our respected guests and delegates from Universitas Airlangga to the Colloquium of Academic and Research Coar 2022. I believe that Coar 2022 may provide excellent opportunities to connect with attendees from different perspectives and views for transfer of knowledge and expertise and promote research activities with the ultimate aim of tackling occupational safety and health issues. It is hoped that all parties who may benefit from the colloquium can apply it in their respective areas. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce our faculty briefly. Well, the Faculty of Industrial Sciences and Technology, or known as FIS UMP, to all delegates. FIS was established on the 1st May 2008 with the vision to be the center of reference of science and technology for industry. Our mission is very clear. We offer academic programs and activities, consultancy, and R&D in science and technology, emphasizing industrial elements as required by our stakeholders. FIS houses 4 accredited bachelor's programs, which are the Bachelor of Applied Science in Industrial Biotechnology with honors. Number 2, we have the Bachelor of Applied Science in Industrial Chemistry with honors. 3, the Bachelor of Applied Science in Material Technology with honors. And 4, Bachelor of Occupational Safety and Health with honors. Besides that, we also have 2 accredited diploma programs, which are the Diploma in Occupational Safety and Health and Diploma in Industrial Science. And furthermore, we have 1 accredited Master of Science in Occupational Safety and Health by coursework, with a total of 1,313 active undergraduate students and 159 active postgraduate students, respectively. These programs aim to produce holistic, entrepreneurial, and balanced graduates in line with the Malaysian Educational Blueprint 2015 to 2025. FIS is also active in implementing e-learning platforms, including global classrooms, to expose students to a new interactive way of communicating through an online platform with international entities. And one of them has led to today's program, which is the Coar 2022. And moreover, FIS is also encouraging international interactions for students to travel and learn from their counterparts from all around the world, allowing for a more potent exchange of knowledge through students' exchange programs, students' mobility, and internship in industries abroad. In research and innovation, besides occupational safety and health and environment, FIS has another 3 excellent research clusters, which are the advanced materials, the green technology, and drug discovery and diagnostics. Many researchers from FIS have outstanding achievements in various research fields at local and international levels, which are not limited to only laboratory work, but engagement with multiple industries. Ladies and gentlemen, today's event, I am delighted with participation from both UMP and Universitas Airlangga. FIS always recognizes the importance of international collaboration in many aspects, and we hope that this event will open up opportunities for collaboration with other initiatives. With research opportunities and cultural awareness, the institution could offer international experiences, including study abroad programs and staff exchanges. Ladies and gentlemen, honoring the efforts made to organize this colloquium, I would like to congratulate the organizing committee led by Associate Professor Dr. Azrin Hani binti Sokadarin, the Director of Coar 2022 from UMP, for their undivided commitment and dedication. And finally, through this colloquium, let us extend the network and cooperation between UMP and Universitas Airlangga in exploring the new possibility of some future events. With that, wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi.
Thank you so much, Associate Professor Dr. Saiful Kamaluddin, for the very informative and enlightening speech. Next, let us watch a feast montage.
Established as a technical university in 2002, Universiti Malaysia Pahang UMP offers a variety of engineering and technology-based programs, including high-level technical and vocational education and training programs. Ranked as one of the best in research and innovation within the Malaysian Technical University Network and non-research university category, UMP is steadfastly committed to innovating and developing unique academic programs through strategic international collaborations. In the field of research, UMP collaborates with local industries to focus on industry-related applications. The Gambang campus is near to the East Coast Expressway, which is just a 30-kilometer drive from Kuantan, with an area of 126 acres and can accommodate up to 5,000 students. UMP students receive extensive exposure to the latest development in the fields of engineering and technology due to the geo-economic factor. The Faculty of Industrial Sciences and Technology offers 4 academic programs in the field of Applied Sciences. Bachelor of Applied Science in Industrial Chemistry with Honours. Bachelor of Applied Science in Industrial Biotechnology with Honours. Bachelor of Applied Science in Material Technology with Honours. And Bachelor of Occupational Safety and Health with Honours. In postgraduate studies, the faculty offers Master of Occupational Safety and Health in coursework mode and research mode in both master and PhD levels. Our faculty aims to carve a certain niche of clusters, which are advanced materials, green technology, occupational safety, health and environment, and drug discovery and diagnostic. Each cluster focuses on a different niche of area and field. The faculty offers courses in science and technology that are relevant to today's industry and to address the need for increased manpower requirements in science and technology. The faculty provides all the necessary facilities from outdoors to indoors activities, creating an environment conducive to learning for all our students. The facilities provided are to ensure our students gain the best of health and mentality throughout their studying period. The University Convocation is an annual celebration where graduating students receive their academic hoods and cross the stage to receive their degrees from the Chancellor in front of the University's Senate, deans, faculty members and family in the audience. Additionally, numerous prestigious awards such as Anugerah Pelajaran Diraja, Pingat Jaya Cemerlang are awarded to students that have shown outstanding achievements in academic, co-curricular activities, community engagements, industry engagements, sports and entrepreneurship activities. Our Graduate Employability Index is in the range of 80% to 95%, with approximately 80% of employment in multinational companies. For undergraduate intake, the link provided is for local students and foreign students. For local students, the students can directly choose our programs via UPU Online, whereas foreign students can apply online using the following QR code. For international undergraduate students, the students can sign up at the following link or scan the QR code flashing on the screen. Fill in the registration and upload the related documents. Please visit our official portal, like our official Facebook, and follow our IG to get the latest info or scan the following QR code to know more. So what are you waiting for? Come join us today for a better tomorrow. Universiti Malaysia Pahang, Engineering, Technology, Creativity.
Thank you for the montage, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I would like to invite Bapak Novianto Edi Soeharno as Vice Dean, Research Field, Publications and Collaboration, Faculty of Occupational Studies, Universitas Airlangga, to give his speech. Please welcome.
Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, respected Dean Faculty of Industrial Science and Technology, Universiti Malaysia Pahang, Associate Professor Dr. Saiful Kamaluddin, Vice Dean Faculty of Industrial Science and Technology, Universiti Malaysia Pahang, Dr. Azizan Ramli, and also all of the speakers of Colloquium of Academic Research 2022, and the colleagues and students from Universiti Malaysia Pahang and also from Airlangga University. First, we are sorry that our dean cannot attend this morning because there are an activity that can be left behind. I would like to thank to our honored colleagues from Universiti Malaysia Pahang for inviting us in this collaboration, Colloquium of Academic Research. The Faculty of Vocational Study Airlangga University here has 3 departments, including Department of Health, Department of Business, and also Department of Engineering. Diploma 3 and Bachelor of Applied Occupation for Safety and Health are included in the Department of Health. I would like to convey that occupational safety and health is important to prevent accident or occupational diseases in all sectors around wide. The demand for occupational safety and health experts in Indonesia continue to increase, so that the safety and health study program at here on Faculty Vocational Universitas Airlangga, our study program that are widely closed by prospective students. In our site, Occupational Safety and Health has a research group with 4 main competencies that are occupational safety, occupational health, industrial hygiene, and fire safety. Our faculty is developing competition in the field of occupational health and industrial hygiene, especially in manufacture and construction. So that collaboration will really be something that can complement between Universiti Malaysia Pahang and Universitas Airlangga. Because of this complementary in the future, we hope that we will be able to collaboration more intensive apart from teaching and also research activity. Last, I hope that Colloquium will accomplish all of aims we are here. And also, once again, I'm honored to be able to invite your event and wish all of the participants will be more helpful and enriched at the end of our encounter. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi.
Thank you.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much, Bapak Novianto Edi Soeharno, for the very informative speech. Okay, next, we will play the UNAIR montage. Please enjoy.
bersaing di tingkat global. Indonesia membutuhkan sumber daya manusia unggul yang tak hanya memiliki pengetahuan luas, tetapi juga keterampilan praktis yang layak. Selamat datang di Fakultas Vokasi Universitas Airlangga. Fakultas Vokasi menyelenggarakan pembelajaran dengan kurikulum yang memperhatikan kebutuhan industri, dunia usaha, dan dunia kerja agar mampu menghasilkan lulusan yang memiliki pengetahuan, keterampilan, serta pengalaman. Melalui pembelajaran di 3 departemen dan 19 program studi. Departemen Kesehatan Fakultas Vokasi Universitas Airlangga. Sejarah panjang dan nama besar Universitas Airlangga dalam dunia kesehatan di tingkat nasional dan internasional merupakan sebuah jaminan. Departemen Kesehatan sebagai bagian dari reputasi besar itu melalui berbagai program studi yang ditawarkan. Mahasiswa disiapkan untuk menjadi lulusan-lulusan terampil yang mampu memenuhi kebutuhan tenaga kesehatan.
Memang Departemen Kesehatan dikatakan menarik dan menantang saya rasa ya. Karena bagaimanapun kesehatan itu adalah sesuatu yang utama zaman sekarang ini. Semua orang tuh inginnya sehat. Apalagi kita tidak pernah tahu bahwa ada kejadian pandemi seperti ini. Kita tahu bahwa kesehatan karena penting maka menjadi tenaga kesehatan. Itu juga sangat-sangat penting dan sangat-sangat dibutuhkan. Dan saya rasa tenaga kesehatan sangat penting, sangat perlu untuk promotif kesehatan, preventif kesehatan terutama juga selain mungkin curing. Kami semua tentunya staf pengajar ini ingin selalu meningkatkan kualifikasi gitu sehingga nantinya bisa memberikan sesuatu input yang baik dan semakin berkualitas bagi mahasiswa semuanya.
Kualifikasi tenaga kesehatan yang semakin hari terus meningkat, mendorong Departemen Kesehatan senantiasa mendampingi mahasiswa dalam proses pengembangan diri. Mahasiswa diupayakan tidak hanya mengikuti pembelajaran, tetapi mendapatkan pengalaman kerja serta meraih sertifikasi kompetensi.
Nanti ditunjang dengan bahwa ada program-program terutama PKL, magang di mana mahasiswa berkesempatan untuk benar-benar merasakan bagaimana sih dunia kerja ini. Kami sangat menjamin bahwa lulusan ini berkualitas karena juga mereka juga harus melalui suatu proses pembelajaran di mana juga kadang ada sertifikasi juga yang harus diambil untuk melengkapi itu dan ujian-ujian saya rasa yang semuanya itu membutuhkan bahwa mereka ini qualified untuk apa yang harusnya mereka kuasai.
Departemen Bisnis Fakultas Vokasi Universitas Airlangga. Sebagai bidang kehidupan yang paling dinamis, bisnis dan ekonomi menawarkan peluang paling besar sekaligus persaingan paling kompetitif. Departemen Bisnis memastikan mahasiswa memiliki kompetensi untuk menjawab kebutuhan serta siap bersaing di industri, dunia usaha, dan dunia kerja.
Departemen Bisnis Fakultas Vokasi itu membawai 3 prodi D4 dan ada 5 prodi yang memang saat ini masih statusnya adalah D3 dan semua program studi yang ada di Departemen Bisnis 7 prodi itu sudah terakreditasi A dan 1 prodi terakreditasi unggul yaitu untuk program studi bahasa Inggris. dosen-dosen yang ada di Departemen Bisnis itu ada sebagian memang lulusan dari luar negeri, juga ada lulusan dari kampus-kampus terbaik yang ada di dalam negeri.
Semua itu ditujukan untuk meningkatkan kemampuan mahasiswa, membantu dalam mencapai berbagai prestasi, dan memberikan pengalaman untuk meningkatkan kemampuan berkompetisi dalam industri dan dunia kerja nantinya.
Kami punya beberapa kerjasama, tidak hanya kerjasama di dalam negeri, tetapi juga ada kerjasama di luar negeri. Nah, untuk kerjasama luar negeri, Departemen Bisnis ini sudah menjalin kerjasama dengan salah satu universitas di luar negeri, yaitu Asia Universiti, mulai tahun 2018 dengan kurikulum yang sudah link match dan dengan IDUKA, kemudian juga dengan proses magang yang cukup lama di dunia kerja maupun dunia industri. Harapannya adalah mahasiswa kami tadi itu siap untuk bekerja secara profesional, ya. Kemudian juga siap bersaing baik di tingkat nasional maupun di tingkat global.
Departemen Teknik Fakultas Vokasi Universitas Airlangga. Departemen Teknik memiliki 3 program studi yang menawarkan pembelajaran yang intensif berbasis praktik untuk memenuhi kebutuhan tenaga pengelolaan teknologi berbasis sistem. Proses belajar mahasiswa dipandu oleh tenaga pengajar berpengalaman industri dan bersertifikasi dengan kurikulum yang mendorong mahasiswa berprestasi.
Dosen-dosen di Deptek itu 100% itu memiliki sertifikasi kompetensi untuk profesi. Kami memiliki dosen-dosen yang dia sudah merupakan praktisi, artinya dia kerja di IDUKA, sehingga tentunya hal ini akan memberikan ke mahasiswa itu hal yang praktis di IDUKA. Yang jelas kami sangat mendukung tentunya dengan program-program di Hima untuk yang berprestasi itu, bahkan kita bisa mengkonversikan ke TA. Jadinya dia yang prestasinya bagus dan memang juara itu mereka tidak perlu menempuh atau menyelesaikan tugas akhir. Jadi dia langsung bisa dinyatakan lulus.
Dunia hari ini yang mengandalkan pemanfaatan teknologi informasi dan komunikasi, menjadikan peluang bagi lulusan Departemen Teknik kian terbuka. Terlebih, mahasiswa dibekali dengan pengalaman terjun langsung di industri dan dunia kerja, menerapkan pembelajaran selama di perkuliahan melalui program PKL dan magang.
Jadi sebenarnya untuk D3SI itu hampir semua bidang kita bisa masuki. OSI juga demikian, cuma kalau yang D3SI itu fokusnya di web developer sama programmer ya. Tapi kalau yang D3 OSI itu ke elektronika dan kontrol. Ya, sebenarnya untuk perpustakaan itu sendiri bisa ke digital library atau instansi yang mempunyai perpustakaan. Departemen Teknik di Fakultas Vokasi ini karena memang kita mendidik mahasiswa untuk menjadi tenaga siap atau SDM siap kerja, sehingga alumni kita itu cepat kerjanya ya. Kebetulan ini IKA alumninya itu jaringannya cukup kuat, menjembatani adik-adik kelasnya itu untuk mendapatkan pekerjaan dengan lebih cepat.
Kedepan, Fakultas Vokasi akan terus berupaya mengembangkan diri, dimulai dari penyesuaian terus-menerus kurikulum dengan kebutuhan industri, penguatan kapasitas tenaga pengajar, hingga peningkatan jalinan kerjasama. Semua langkah itu menjadi upaya mendukung pengembangan Universitas Airlangga sebagai world-class university.
Thank you for the montage from UNAIR. Ladies and gentlemen, with all respect, I would like to invite all the participants to switch on the camera for a virtual photography session. On a count of 3, please give the best smile. Please do smile. Okay, I will count 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Thank you so much for the cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, Occupational Safety and Health Program under the Faculty of Industrial Sciences and Technology FIS UMP has 3 research interest groups known as an RIG. The first RIG is Risk Emergency, Disaster and Crisis Management, or REDC. Second RIG, Occupational and Environmental Health, OCE. And lastly, Occupational Safety and Engineering Research Group, or known as OCERA. As for today, 4 presenters from UMP will be representing their research interest group, and 1 presenter will talk about academics. We will start our colloquium by having the session from the RIG. Without delays, I would like to invite our first speaker for Coar 2022, Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Fazil Muhammad Idris from RIG REDC, with his presentation titled Numerical Fire Safety Assessment for Built Environment. Please welcome.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. To all my respective deans and also fellow colleagues from UNAIR. Sorry, I'm not feeling well, but I'm trying my best to give you the presentations. So I shall share my slides, or the slide is being taken care by the technical.
You can share your slide, Doctor.
Okay. Can you see?
Yes, I can see. But it's not in the slideshow yet.
All right.
Okay.
So without further ado, and also I know the time is very limited. So Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to all my colleagues from UNAIR and also from UMP. The title that was given to you is actually numbering fire safety assessment for built environment. But however, I need to talk a bit about the introductions of one of the research interest group, yaitu REDC, Risk, Emergency, Disasters and Crisis. So as we know that our current situation nowadays, we are moving towards the end of the world. All right, no matter we want or not, we are moving towards the Armageddon ataupun kiamat. So there are a lot of current situations that is happening, especially in Pakistan recently, the flash flood, the banjir lumpur, kebakaran, bencana alam, gunung berapi dan sebagainya. So we need to maintain, no matter how kita bergerak menuju ke kiamat. Jadi maknanya research group ini teramat penting kerana sentiasa bencana akan berlaku dan kita mesti menyediakan persediaan untuk menghadapi bencana alam ini. So these are the area that is being covered by Red Sea Interest Group. All right. So we are talking about HIRAC, risk assessment, control and management, emergency, flash flood, chemical spillage, fire, explosion, systematic procedures and policy. All these issues actually ada kepakarannya di dalam group ini, dan disaster studies akan melibatkan man-made, natural calamities, agencies, collaboration and so on. Terdapat juga beberapa students daripada dalam dan luar negara yang mengikuti kursus-kursus bagaimana untuk mengendali keadaan yang berlaku, terutama sekali bencana alam. Dan krisis terutama sekali melibatkan business continuity, kesinambungan, health pandemic, workers welfare and human falls. So ini adalah bidang-bidang yang akan dipelajari ataupun yang meliputi dalam kajian-kajian di dalam grup ini. Seterusnya projek, of course, grup ini juga mengendalikan kerja-kerja yang melibatkan bachelor, masters and doctor of philosophy, melibatkan fokus kepada safety, safety, health and welfare, melibatkan juga perkara-perkara bagaimana menentukan polisi, membuat penilaian, pengurusan, berkait juga dengan human factor dan juga natural disaster. So community service juga kita lakukan. Di antaranya ialah OSH in school, sustainable development for Islamic schools, consultation, writing books and articles. So part of it is to be part of Coar in the collaborations of local and international. Okay, so this is the topic that we are talking about, assessing fire safety in building environment. Kita tahu building environment ini meliputi semua bidang, iaitu semua bangunan-bangunan yang kita dirikan untuk menjalankan aktiviti. So we have also towards the nation buildings, we talk about fire cases. These are some of the contents I'll be talking about. Main fire safety philosophy, fire safety policy, bagaimana kita nak menentukan polisi-polisi keselamatan kebakaran terutamanya, sebab apa saja yang boleh terbakar akan melibatkan pengajian kebakaran. Setting priorities, menggunakan HIRAC dan juga some of the research area and way forward yang akan dibentangkan di sini. Okay, this is some of the performance of Bursa Malaysia sectoral indices, menunjukkan bahawa teknologi begitu berkembang, berbagai industri melibatkan bidang-bidang energy, healthcare, construction juga berkembang, dan ini melibatkan semua berkaitan dengan pembangunan bangsa negara. So top high paying industries in Malaysia melibatkan education di Malaysia, mining and quarrying, information communication in ICT, finance, insurance and takaful, banyak meliputi kerja-kerja ataupun pemahaman bagaimana kita nak memastikan kesinambungan sesuatu aktiviti itu dapat kelangsungan dengan bantuan ekonomi, public administration, defense and security, health and social work, professional, scientific and technical know-how, power and air conditioning system supply, and also real estate, iaitu melibatkan bangunan-bangunan, dan juga arts, entertainment and recreation. These are the 10 high-paying industries in Malaysia. So we know this coming up to all the calamities yang berlaku di dalam dunia sekarang ini, berlaku pada tahun ini, baru-baru ini banjir di Kuala Lumpur yang tidak pernah kami lalui. Kita juga banjir di Kuantan, gempa bumi, runtuhan gunung limpahan gunung berapi dan sebagainya. Ini menunjukkan bahawa negara ataupun dunia ini perlu kita tangani kerana dunia telah pun semakin tua, ya. Itu kita tahu. Alright, so a lot of buildings being attacked, especially hari ini bertambah kritis, iaitu 11 September, di mana all this building, sophisticated building can just being demolished within one single emergency or disasters. Yeah. So fire safety philosophy seterusnya ialah sebenarnya kita cuma bertugas dan bergerak untuk memastikan bahawa kehidupan kita, living environment kita, working environment kita adalah jauh daripada bencana ataupun the harm or and danger of fire, dan juga apa saja yang berkait dengannya, iaitu asap yang tidak boleh membenarkan kita bernafas dengan mudah, api, heat, ya, itu semua boleh memusnahkan. Jadi dalam banyak-banyak filosofi ini pastinya kita bertumpu kepada human life. I believe that human life has a very high price, sometimes it's priceless. Bukan tidak ada harga, tetapi nilainya telah menyebabkan berlakunya pembentukan undang-undang, penulisan dan keperluan berbagai-bagai agensi diwujudkan bagi menangani dan memastikan bahawa nyawa manusia itu terselamat. Seterusnya, property protection, continuity mission, ya, iaitu business continuity, sustainable environment. Ini juga agenda-agenda yang sedang diperkatakan, iaitu sustainable development for government and also groups. Public anxiety, kebanyakan isu-isu ini diwujudkan kerana manusia mempunyai ketidakpastian apa yang berlaku, untuk memastikan mereka itu confidence, selamat, terjamin, ya. Maka ia juga menjadi punca utama, dan objektif yang seterusnya, of course, kita perlu menangani isu-isu yang berkaitan dengan ekonomi. So everyone needs a building structure for shelter and other activities. So kita boleh lihat tadi montaj daripada UMP dan juga UNAIR menunjukkan bahawa pelbagai ruang-ruang bangunan disediakan untuk aktiviti pelajar. Ini juga sebagai sebahagian daripada gambar-gambar yang menunjukkan bangunan yang kita diami, dan semuanya ini disediakan untuk manusia. So di dalam bangunan kita perlu memahami bahawa terdapat pelbagai aktiviti, walaupun terdapat para profesional di sini yang menyediakan, melukiskan bangunan, engineer, arkitek, quantity surveyor tentang ekonominya, dan kontraktor adalah orang yang membangunkan. Tetapi semuanya adalah bertujuan untuk memenuhi keperluan building owner ataupun building occupants. Yeah, everything is actually for sustainable development. So sebab itu kita bercakap tentang policy just now. Contohnya di dalam ini, saya membawa kepada build environment, iaitu fire free environment as policy. Dalam banyak-banyak bangunan yang kita sediakan, kita cuba menggunakan keadaan yang selamat terjamin daripada bencana ataupun bahana api kebakaran. So we are trying to create a fire free environment. And so fire safety objective seperti mana yang kita terangkan tadi di sini, human life adalah yang utama, property protection, continuity of the business, environment where we are living and also working, keyakinan pihak masyarakat dan juga ekonomi. So building fire safety dan juga building life cycle ini perlu difahami. Ia melibatkan tentang bagaimana mereka bentuk, kita construct, dan kemudiannya kita menduduki, dan apabila kita menduduki bangunan itu, maka mungkin berlakunya kemalangan, aksiden, dan juga mungkin juga ada penambahbaikan. Ini adalah pemahaman bagaimana di sini fire safety itu terlibat, maka dia terlibat dengan peringkat mereka bentuk, pembinaan, menduduki, aksiden yang mungkin akan berlaku, dan juga penambahbaikan. Ya, maka setiap satu-satu perkara yang dibuatkan di sebelah kanan ini, iaitu activities, action and requirement, adalah merupakan bidang-bidang pengajian dan penyelidikan yang boleh dijalankan. Ini adalah contoh-contoh bangunan, iaitu bangunan pejabat, bangunan hotel, nampak sama tetapi fungsinya berbeza, maka ini juga memberikan kesan penggunaan yang berbeza dan building occupant ataupun penghuninya juga melakukan keadaan-keadaan yang berbeza dan nyawa mereka juga adalah dalam keadaan yang perlu diselamatkan dengan keadaan approach yang kepelbagaian. Ya. Dalam klinik lain berbeza dengan orang yang duduk di dalam office, orang yang bekerja di stesen petrol dan sebagainya. So ini adalah di antara perkara yang perlu kita ambil kira, iaitu bagaimana kita nak menyelidik bangunan apa, fungsi bangunan tersebut, reka bentuk bangunan, bahan bangunan yang digunakan, juga layout and planning of the building, sebab itu akan menentukan akses peralatan kebombaan ataupun penyelamatan kebakaran. Layout, planning, management, construction, commission, maintenance, and also yang penting sekali di dalam isu ini ialah memenuhi keperluan undang-undang yang telah ditentukan oleh pihak kerajaan ataupun kerajaan tempatan. So, dari dalam kajian ini, kita perlu membuat banyak keputusan, ya. Try to make decision. So, it's not easy kalau kita bekerja dalam tempoh yang singkat. Tetapi setelah kita mempunyai pengalaman yang lama, maka mungkin keputusan itu lebih mudah untuk kita capai. Sebab itu, membuat keputusan itu memerlukan satu teknik ataupun bantuan, ya, bagaimana kita nak mencapai tahap yang satisfactory, good value for money, continuations of mission, priority for the further development. So proses making decision ini memerlukan tempoh masa yang lama, tetapi bagi graduan ataupun mahasiswa yang baru bergraduat di dalam bidang-bidang terlibat dalam OSH ini, mereka perlu mendapatkan banyak perkara, iaitu pengalaman, kena buat questionnaire, eksperimen, jadi melibatkan pihak-pihak profesional untuk membuat keputusan. Jadi untuk membuat keputusan ini adalah suatu yang kritikal, tapi boleh dibantu oleh satu sistem. Saya memperkenalkan sistem iaitu Delphi, iaitu suatu yang ambiguous, sesuatu yang belum pasti. Sebab fire ni kita tidak boleh membakar satu bangunan, membakar bangunan yang baru dibina, tiba-tiba kita bakar, maka hancurlah bangunan tersebut, ya. So, Delphi teknik sini adalah konsensus, iaitu pandangan oleh satu grup yang kita bentukkan. Dalam hal ini, untuk kita fokus sesuatu apa yang akan berlaku di masa akan datang, maka kita perlukan satu tim untuk memberikan bantuan dan juga cara bagaimana untuk membuat keputusan. Jadi ini adalah tujuan dia, iaitu bagi control feedback dan juga menyediakan statistik. Dan approach Delphi ini berkaitan dengan teknik yang baru juga yang dipanggil Amatel. Jadi di sini approach dia ialah menyediakan member, mempunyai mesyuarat demi mesyuarat. Kalau kita nak buat polisi, banyak kita akan melibat ini. Menyediakan surat, ada topik-topik untuk questionnaire, soal selidik dan juga insentif. Dan ini adalah perkara yang kita akan cuba selesaikan, iaitu fire-free environment dalam educational environment, terutama sekali universiti ataupun institusi pengajian. Okey. Dalam membuat keputusan, maka kita cuba mengurangkan loss impact terhadap individu, community, district, national and international level. Juga menentukan prioritinya dan juga bagaimana kita nak menyediakan scaling number supaya setengah-setengah penilaian boleh meletakkan star rating, ya. 5 bintang, hotel 5 bintang, ataupun premis 4 bintang, itu bergantung kepada bagaimana mereka memenuhi sesuatu program ataupun keperluan keselamatan bagi bangunan yang dikaji. So ada elemen tersebut, prioritization, setting objective, design suitable dan juga method of assess. So di dalam ini kita perlu inculcate positive issue, iaitu minimize risk, maximize safety, create educational environment, ensure adequacy of services and also fulfill this standard for fire safety evaluation. So kita perlu tahu bahawa life safety adalah melibat kepada jenis-jenis penghuni bangunan yang berbeza. Ada muda, ada kecil, ada budak kecil, ada orang tua, ada yang handicap, ada yang cacat, ada yang normal. Dan property pula, kalau kita nak melindunginya, kita mesti melihat ruang-ruang yang terdapat dalam bangunan itu, apakah peralatan-peralatan kesediaan yang memberikan keselamatan, dan juga siapa tim yang boleh menggunakan peralatan tersebut. Termasuklah building materials. Education community, kita tidak mahu bangunan yang kita bina rosak dan hancur. Sebab itu kita perlu memastikan ianya selamat, selesa dan memenuhi keperluan pengguna. Ya, dari segi pencahayaannya, pengudaraannya, bilangan orang yang menduduki satu ruang dan sebagainya. Dan juga untuk memastikan publik memahami bahawa setiap anak-anak didik mereka, anak-anak mereka ataupun graduan-graduan yang bekerja berada di dalam tempat yang selamat. Sebab itu kalau deal dengan oil and gas, normally dia punya perks ataupun dia punya kemudahan, gaji dan juga keselamatannya adalah tinggi berbanding dengan orang yang bekerja di dalam suatu office sahaja ataupun mungkin di ladang-ladang tertentu. Tetapi majikan perlu memastikan semua ini dijaga supaya masyarakat mempunyai keyakinan bahawa syarikat-syarikat yang menyediakan pekerjaan ini mengambil kira keselamatan, kesihatan dan kebajikan pekerja. Dan juga melibatkan ekonomi.
Because you are exceeding the time limits.
I was waiting for the bell.
Actually, we are already ringing the bell for 4 times.
Oh, I didn't hear. Okay, sorry. Alright, so basically, ini adalah numerical assessment and Delphi ini membantu kita untuk mengenali polisi, objektif, komponen dan juga bagaimana kita menyelesaikan perkara ini. Ini adalah soalan-soalan selidik yang kita buat, maka kita akan dapat percentage dan percentage ini digunakan untuk mengukur setiap ruang dalam satu bangunan. Dan setiap ruang bangunan ini dapat kita gunakan secara matrix multiplication yang saya tunjukkan di sini, iaitu matematik sedikit, dan ini akan memberikan pulangan ataupun jawapan kepada numerical standard points. Ya. Point ini adalah pemberat kepada komponen-komponen safety yang ada di sini untuk diukur dan dinilai bagi sesuatu ruang. I think the technical parts, please, ringing is not heard by me. Sorry, I have to mention that. Okay, this is how the points given. Norm value, dan ini adalah contoh bagaimana suatu area sport hall itu dilakukan dan kita dapat nilai-nilai di sini. Ya. Dan nilai-nilai ini akan menentukan bahawa sesuatu ruang itu berada dalam keadaan yang selamat ataupun tidak. Dan inilah cara bagaimana ranking, star ranking boleh digunakan. 1 bintang, 2 bintang, 5 bintang dan tindakan-tindakan bagi pihak yang membuat penilaian dan juga pemilik bangunan dapat menentukan keadaan keselamatan bangunan mereka yang mereka miliki dan mereka duduki. So itulah conclusion bagaimana numerical assessment ini dapat dilakukan di dalam kajian keselamatan kebakaran. Dan ini adalah komponen-komponen yang boleh dikaji mengikut kepada bidang kajian keselamatan kebakaran ataupun fire safety. Dan ia juga melibatkan juga perkara-perkara yang pre-fire, during fire dan juga post-fire. Dengan itu saya sudahi ucapan terima kasih and thank you very much for the listening. So saya mohon maaf. Mungkin tidak ada soalan.
Okay. Thank you so much, Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Fazil Idris for the very interesting sharing on the overview about Red Seas research. Waktu amat mencemburi. Thank you so much, Doctor. Okay, next, I would like to invite our second presenter. Okay. I would like to invite our second presenter for today, Dr. Taufan Agung Eka Prasetya from UNAIR, with his title Social Media Addiction Among Health Worker Phenomenon. Please welcome.
Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi, the Honorable Dean, Faculty of Industrial Science and Technology, Universiti Malaysia Pahang, the Honorable Vice Dean of Faculty of Occupational Studies, Universitas Airlangga, the Honorable Director of the Committee of Colloquium of Academic and Research 2022, and the Honorable Speakers, colleagues, students, and distinguished guests. Ladies and gentlemen, today I would like to present about our research in Occupational Health and Safety Study Program, Faculty of Occupational Studies, Universitas Airlangga. So, my name is Tovan Agung Eka Prastia, and I'm a lecturer in Occupational Safety and Health, Faculty of Occupational Studies, Universitas Airlangga. And my presentation today is entitled Systematic Review at Social Media Addiction Among Health Workers During Pandemic COVID-19. So my team is actually me and also Ibu Ratna Ningtyas Wahyu Kusuma Wardani as one of my colleagues in Health Department, Faculty of Occupational Studies, Universitas Airlangga, especially in OSH study program. So my presentation is outlined. The first is introductions, the second one is objective, and the third one is methodology, the fourth is results, the fifth is discussions, the sixth is conclusions, and the last and not least is references. So as in a human life, now they are closely related to the technological developments. Before the pandemic, we know that the technological development is very fast. Even next year, there is another new technology about occupational health and safety, and then also in the health sector. And the development of the technology is accelerated by the COVID-19 pandemic. That condition was one of the factors that initiating and encouraging the 5.0 industrial revolutions. And during the pandemic, the people need to stay protected during the pandemic. They mandatory to stay inside of the house during the isolations or something. And they are using social media. This social media is defined as a group of internet-based applications that enable the creation and exchange of the user-generated content. And this social media is essential part of billions of people life around the world and almost every industry, including in occupational safety and health. What is the connection with the health worker? For health workers, social media is not only used as a tool to socialize with friends or family. This platform is used as a way to communicate with the fellow health workers and also the patients. And why we conduct the systematic review. This approach of research can provide initial information and data to identify the factors related to the social media addictions. And we want to identify the potential health problems in health workers to prevent, as the first step to preventing the occupational diseases in the workplace, especially when the health worker plays. The objective of this study is first is to explore data and various factors that influence social media addiction in health workers. And the second one is to identify the potential health problems associated with it. And the design of this study is, in this research, is to doing the systematic review with the text mining methods and also Prisma. Prisma is a preferred reporting items for systematic review and meta-analysis. The methodology of this research is we are using a systematic review with text mining methods, and also Prisma, as I mentioned before. And also the data source for this study is from the PubMed database, Progress database, Science database, Elsevier database, SAGE database, journal. And we focus on and searching on the related studies about the social media and addictions, and also in health workers. So we decide the search keywords to find the data from the databases, the journal databases. The keywords is first associated factors. The second is influencing factors. The third is social media, and the fourth is addiction. And also we add some searching keywords like health workers, outbreak, pandemic, and COVID-19. The data is for this study is a peer-reviewed scientific articles that published during the COVID-19 pandemics, and all articles from the database that I mentioned before, it should be in first April of 2019 when the pandemic started, and to April 2022. And we mining the data from the Scopus and the Web of Science index databases. So we have to decide the inclusion criteria for this study. For this study, we are deciding to choose the studies that not systematic review study, and it will be quantitative studies, and should be studies, and must be published in 2019 to 2021 with Q1 to Q3, and it must be open access study. Okay, the criteria that I mentioned before is also written in English, and the studies must be carried out in all level of educations level, because we know that some of health workers are in there too. Okay, now how I conduct the literature review process. The first one is identify to choose the journal database, and I have to decide the gray literature. And the second one, we select the selection of articles by looking the title, keywords, and abstract. And we doing the literature review process by the searching the article by using the keywords social media addictions and healthcare workers as the mainstream of investigations. And then we also add the specific criteria that this data should be not systematic review and should be quantitative studies and international studies using the English only, and also published in 2019 to 2021. And the data extraction in the data mining process is carried out by the text mining process. We are using the R program and also Prisma approaches to conduct the systematic review and meta-analysis. And this is the study design framework. So from the database is from the Scopus and also the Web of Science, and we deciding the keyword social media addiction, healthcare worker, and COVID-19, and all of them are peer-reviewed journal articles. So based on that keywords, okay. Thank you very much. And please 1 minute. I have to show the results. So this is the result, the conceptual mapping. So from that study, we know that there are some keywords that from the COVID-19 pandemic, the keywords that appear in the journal or the manuscript in that database is like internet addiction, social media, COVID-19, and also we have some mental health issues. From this dendrogram, the topic dendrogram, this dendrogram showed that the social media addictions also mention about the periodicals and also fatigue implications. And this dendrogram, we can find the factors that influence the social media addictions, which is time spent in here. We know that the time spent is related to the social media addiction. Okay, I think that's all for my presentations. Thank you very much. Questions are welcome.
Okay. Sorry. All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Taufan Agong, for the sharing. If we still have time for Q&A. All right. I have question here in the chat box. I will read it. I want to ask some question. How to measure the social addiction among health workers? Oh, this is a very general question. How to measure the social addiction among social addiction among health workers. This must be from the students. Okay, Dr. Taufan, you can answer the question.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Ashraf, thank you for the questions. How to measure the social addiction among health workers? This study is not measuring the social media addiction. This study is like text analysis. We are mining the data from the previous studies that already published in the high quality journal. So based on that information from the high quality journal, we can know what kind of factors related to the social media addictions. The one factors that appear based on the cluster dendrogram and text analysis, which is time span. The time span is related to the social media addictions. So the study is not direct measurements of the social media addictions. This is a systematic review studies. My suggestions for the students is we can use these approaches to make a systematic review and using the program for analysis text by the program. We are using R to analyze the data from the manuscript from the high quality and impact journal. Okay, I think that's my answer.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Taufan. I hope that's answer for the question that been asked. Okay, I think we can move to the next speaker.
Right. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Can you hear me?
Okay, I will introduce yourself first, Doctor. All right, next. I would like to invite our third presenter, Dr. Muhammad Khairul Izamil Zulkifli from the RIG OCE UMP, with his title Mental Stress with What the Brain Can Tell Us. Please enjoy his speech. Thank you.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good morning to our chairperson, Ms. Junaida, and to our Dean, Faculty of Industrial Science and Technology, Dean from UNAIR, Director of Coar, the Secretariat, all fellow lecturers, students. Okay, my name is Dr. Muhammad Khairul Izamil bin Zulkifli from the OCE group. So OCE stands for Occupational and Environmental Health Research Group. So basically our research group focuses at occupational health and also environmental health issues, research works. But today I would like to focus on one of the research work that we are currently doing regarding about the mental stress. And just now, as Dr. Taufan Agong has highlighted, and what of the issues related to the addiction is mental health issues, mental stress as well. So I think it's a good thing to continue, okay, and an insights explanation about what the mental stress is all about. Okay, so the title will be the mental stress, what the brain can tell us. Okay, So why does mental stress matters? Okay, as we all know that in the recent years, even prior to the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic, the rate of self-reported work-related stress, depression, and anxiety had shown signs of increasing. Since COVID-19 pandemic in 2020 starts, the rate was higher in comparison to previous years. And we can see also the escalating progression of mental health disorders during COVID-19 pandemic, okay, here in Malaysia, all right? So it's not only a national issue, it's a global issue. And so we need to tackle this issue and prevent it, especially among the workers. Okay, the next question is, how does actually stress happen? Stress is actually what is kind of emotional state, and in our brain, when we become some kind of emotion, the brain region that is activated is what we call as the amygdala here. And when this brain region is activated, usually it will activate another area. Here we call it as a hypothalamus. Hypothalamus is a region where it is like a key region where it secretes several key or essential hormones, and one of the and stress hormones also secreted when we are having stress, and these stress hormones are called as cortisol and also norepinephrine. Cortisol and norepinephrine will cause an effect to our whole body system, okay, to be in a state of a sympathetic nervous system. Sympathetic nervous system will be activated when we are in a condition of fight, fright or flight. Ataupun kita tengah, kita kata berlari ataupun ketakutan, kita bersukan, and other condition that need us to be focused and also distribute our blood circulation to the vital organs, especially our brain, heart, kidneys, and liver. Okay, so what they do, this hormone, cortisol and also norepinephrine, will activate sympathetic nervous system. Sympathetic nervous system will cause stress response system. Okay, so we can see here the dilatation of bronchioles, for example. Liver converts glycogen to glucose, so more glucose inside our blood. Decreased digestive system activity, blood pressure increases, and also tachycardia, or we call it as an increased heart rate. So the main purpose of this sympathetic nervous system is actually like I've told you before, to provide more blood, oxygen to the vital organ, so we can be more focused, and also like in a situation of fight, flight, in a sport or war, something like that. For your information, the stress is actually good when we are in a short period of stress, because at that time we need that kind of concentration when we are doing that activities. However, when we are exposed to chronic stress, our body will become chronic stress cause wear and tear to these all organs and response system. Okay, so the complications will be there. For example, when you are exposed to increased heart rate or tachycardia for a long time period, okay, it will cause like some kind of hypertension. Hypertension then will cause another complications, decreased blood supply to other organs, and then complications and organ failure will occur. So that is basically why chronic stress is not good for your health. Apart from the whole body, it also affects our brain as well. Okay, as I have explained before, acute stress or short period of stress will make us alert. Okay, because the brain activation in the prefrontal cortex inside in front of our brain, okay, will be activated, and we will be more focused, attention. Okay, but when we are exposed to chronic stress, it will become fatigue, and this weak prefrontal cortex will cause a top-down control. So we will become forgetful, difficulty concentration, impact decision making, reduce insight, judgment, moral conscience, decrease empathy and compassion, decreased optimism, decreased self-regulation, inhibit control. So all the higher cognitive function that we develop will become impaired. So that's why we can see that firstly, some people will develop mental health or mental health issues, stress, and complicate with other mental health as well. So can we measure stress? Okay, stress measurement can be done either psychometric, this assessment we usually do in our research, and another thing, physiological. For the psychometric stress test, okay, like I think everyone is very familiar with this assessment, call it as a DAS-21, Depression, Anxiety, Stress Scale 21. And also we have the Holmes Real Life Stress Inventory. We've got HARTS, Hospital Anxiety Depression Score, a scale, and the PSS, Perceived Stress Scale, and also General Anxiety Depression. So these examples of psychometric stress test that we had. Okay, the problem with the psychometric stress test is that it is non-accurate. It's a perceived-based test. Okay, it's unable to be used as a biomarker for early stage detection, prognosis, predictor, and diagnosis. Usually, this person had developed, the chronic stress and at late stage of the stress, and we can see the score will be higher. And for physiological tests, we also can measure the stress from the physiological side of view, physiological point of view. For the whole body, we can measure their blood pressure, vagal tone. Vagal tone, what we call it is related to the parasympathetic nervous system, the counteract to the sympathetic nervous system. So we want to see either the vagal tone from the vagus nerve activation, the level is there, and the cortisol level and amylase level. The problem is this whole body physiological
Recording
test.
stopped.
It will cause a secondary effect. Not a secondary.
Recording in progress.
What we are measuring is in a secondary effect or in a complication stage. It's not in an early stage of the stress. Okay, so it is better for us to measure the brain. Okay, in early stage. Yeah.
You have left 2 minutes lah.
Okay. Never mind. All right. So when we measure the brain, okay, so it will be in a primary effect in early changes. So we can detect the stress at early stage of the stress, and prevention can be made. So how do we measure brain activity and anatomical changes? Okay, one of the techniques that we use is using brain scanning, MRI, magnetic resonance imaging, where we can measure the structural brain network. It's a diffusion tensor imaging technique. Another one to assess the functional brain network using the fMRI, MEG, and EEG. Okay, so this is an example how DTI is performed. And these are examples of studies that have been done to see the difference between non-stressed people and stressed people from the brain point of view, where we can see the difference in changes in the non-stressed stressed people. And also when they do correlation tests with the cortisol, they have found strong correlation between the brain activation and the cortisol increase. This is another, we can see the findings from the DTI study that have been done in stressed people. So the conclusion, can this become the future biomarker of mental stress? Neuroimaging technology has been widely used for studies of different kinds of brain-related diseases. So the data extracted from this processing technique has been found to be valuable for early detection for many brain-related disorders such as stroke, PTSD, Alzheimer's, and etc. So reliable biomarker for mental stress is needed for early detection, so early management can be initiated and mental stress among workers can be prevented. Thus, more brain studies regarding mental health issues by using this technique are needed to study its potential to be a novel biomarker, early detection for mental stress in future, and prevention. So early detection, early prevention can be made for mental health issues. That's all from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Muhammad Khairul, for the very interesting and informative sharing. Yeah. So we still have time for Q&A. Maybe I can entertain one question. Okay, here is one question from Umi Norisha. I have a question. So, how severe the brain damage due to the stress? Maybe Dr. Khairul can answer the question.
As I have explained before, kita kena bezakan lah, saya cakap dia jawab dalam Melayu lah supaya dia faham. So we have to differentiate between the short period of stress or chronic stress. Long exposure to chronic stress can cause effect on our whole body and also to our brain as well. So the severity of the brain, it looks at what we are currently facing right now is the complication or the late stage or the brain changes develop from the stress. So itu yang kita akan nampak. Tetapi apa yang kita nak adalah untuk kita early detection of the brain changes. So nak melihat kepada severity itu, inilah yang kita lakukan sekarang ni untuk melihat melalui imbasan MRI brain tersebut. So daripada imbasan tu kita boleh tackle sama ada changes tu berlaku seteruk yang mana, severity dia. Okay, so to answer that question, tapi benda tu kita masih lagi dalam kajian. Bukanlah kata MRI itu the exact measure that we can do, but more studies are needed. Banyak kajian lagi perlu dilakukan untuk menjadikan detail MRI itu sebagai salah satu teknik kita boleh lakukan untuk melihat kepada severity itu. Severity itu bergantung kepada tahap stres yang diekspos lah oleh pesakit ataupun orang tersebut. Okay.
Okay, thank you Dr. Khairul.
Alright.
So without further delay, I would like to invite our fourth presenter, Ibu Ratih Damayanti from UNAIR, with a title of presentation, Determinant Factors of Work Stress Among Teaching and Non-Teaching Staff in Indonesia. Please welcome.
Okay, thank you very much, Ibu Junaidah. First, I would like thanks for the invitation to us from UMP or Universiti Malaysia Pahang's colleague, so we can present or share our research, previous research. So today I would like to share or present our study was conducted in 2017 together with Dr. Erwin Diah Nawawinetu, who became the senior lecturer in our study program. This topic will be divided into 5 subtopics. Introduction for the first, and then the second, the purpose of the study, and then method and material, finding and discussion, and the last one is the conclusion. Okay. So why did we choose this topic became our research or our study? Because of the fast development, tight competition, quality improvement, make lecturers and education personnel must ultimately strive to meet the performance targets of faculty or existing work units. So lecturers and also education personnel can experience work stress. However, everybody or everyone who work in the work environment can experience work stress. Moreover, they have the high workload and high responsibility as a lecturer and educational personnel. Next, so what is the purpose of the study? So we aim to analyze the predictors from intrinsic factors and extrinsic factors toward work stress among teaching and non-teaching staff in university in Indonesia. Before I move it to the next slide, I would like to share what is the intrinsic factors and extrinsic factor. We define that intrinsic factor are factors that come from the internal worker, such as age, and then gender, marital status, educational background or educational level, work motivation, and the last one is subjective work fatigue. What about the extrinsic factor? Extrinsic factor we define as the factor come from the outside the worker, such as work environment and the organizational stressor. For the method and material, the study was analytic research with cross-sectional design that was conducted in 2017, and we using multiple regression tests for analyze the predictor from intrinsic factor and extrinsic factor. And the population of this study, of course, the teaching staff and non-teaching staff in one of the faculty in Indonesia was about 167 people. And we also calculated the respondent, and we got 81 respondent by simple random sampling formula. In this study, we divide into 3 steps or 3 stages. For the first step, we got the individual age, individual characteristic questionnaire was designed by our team in this study. For second, we can see on the slide that we got data of occupational fatigue. It means the subjective work fatigue and organizational stressor. We use IFRC or Industrial Fatigue Research Committee questionnaire and also organizational stressor questionnaire. The last one, we can see that we got subjective workload and work stress data. We use NESA TLX and Health and Safety Executive for work stress data in 2003. This is our finding. You can see, we can see on the figure on this slide, most of the teaching staff were on 20 until 30 years old category. Meanwhile, non-teaching staff had over 40 years old category. And this is the gender of the respondent. Majority of teaching staff are female, and mostly for the non-teaching staff are male. And we can see also in the educational level or educational background, teaching staff had a master degree level on their educational level. Meanwhile, non-teaching staff had a bachelor degree on their educational level. For marital status, both of them, teaching staff and also non-teaching staff, are married. For the next finding, we found that both of them, teaching staff and also non-teaching staff group, had the strong level on work motivation. I think it was good because when we have the work motivation, the strength or strong work motivation, I think it can decrease the work level of stress in our work environment. And we can also see in this slide, teaching staff suffer the medium level of subjective work fatigue. Meanwhile, for non-teaching staff, suffered the low level of subjective work fatigue. So how about the extrinsic factors? In this study, extrinsic factors were divided into 3 factors. They were workload, work hours, and also organizational stressor. For workload, both of 2 groups, teaching staff group and non-teaching staff group, had the high level of workload. So they feel they had the high workload in every unit for the respondent, and they also have the similar or the same category on the work hour. They working 8 to 10 hours per day in every unit, and they felt the low organizational stressor in every unit, both of the teaching staff and also non-teaching staff. However, non-teaching staff felt that organizational stressor higher than the teaching staff. So that's why we found that teaching staff and also non-teaching staff suffered a medium level of stress. And
we have left.
Okay, thank you. And we can see on the slide, the standard multiple regression analysis also show that work motivation and subjective work fatigue are significant predictor of work stress. And also in the extrinsic factors, organizational stressor is significant predictor of work stress in this study. Previous research also proved that the many demand can ultimately lead to depression or work-related disease. So lecturer and also educational personnel in this study means teaching and non-teaching staff in the university at the same time have a great responsibility and important role in the university, especially for the lecturer, also have a moral and intellectual responsibility to renewal of the knowledge, technology, and information that will become a teaching material to the students. How about the work stress and the work motivation? We found in the previous research, there is a significant negative relationship between work stress and also work motivation. It means that the higher the employee's work motivation, the lower the level of work stress experienced. And next, for the work fatigue, we also found for the previous research that prove or to strengthen our research that work fatigue and work stress had the strong relationship for this. So this is the last of my presentation about organizational stressor. We define that organizational stressor divided into 3 stressor. There were role conflict, role ambiguity, and the last one is responsibility to whom. So we can see that role conflict refers to incompatibility or inconsistency in meeting the demand or different roles. And we can see that the indicator of the role ambiguity is misunderstanding of the direction of goals in organization and procedures for policies and position on work. Meanwhile, for the responsibility to whom, it means teaching or lecturer and non-teaching or educational personnel or administrator have a position as a lower or middle management. So we can conclude that in this study, work motivation, subjective work fatigue, and organizational stressor became predictors to work stress among teaching and non-teaching staff in university in Indonesia. That's end of my presentation. Thank you very much for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Ibu Ratih Damayanti, for the very interesting sharing on her research findings related to stress. So we want to entertain a question from the participants. I will read from the chat box. If any question that you guys want to ask from Ibu Ratih regarding her research on work stress. Okay, have a question since there's no question in the chat box. Okay, Burati, maybe you can share with us the main constraint for you while conducting this kind of research, because this kind of question sometimes can be very personal to a person to answer the question. So what about the support from the respondents while conducting this research?
Pardon, Mrs. Junaida, yeah?
Yeah.
Can you repeat, please?
Oh, the main constraint that you're facing while conducting the research, while asking about stress among respondents, how you ensure that they are giving the honest answer while related to the question that you asked.
The main constraint.
Halangan lah, contohnya.
Halangan. Okay. Maybe of kesibukan or the busyness of the respondent, because we know that lecturer have a lot of activity in the university, just like Tridharma in Indonesia. We call it Tridharma. We must teaching, and then do research, and we do community services, and a lot of agenda and additional job, just like quality assurance or administration job. So when we did this study, we difficult to match to match the time. So yeah, we waited for the their spare time to do the interview, because when the respondent read the questionnaire that we give to them, sometimes they cannot understand what is the question. So we help them to get the point of the questionnaire. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Thank you for the very clear question. Yeah, that's the common challenge in this field, when to get the respondent cooperation and to ensure that they're giving the correct answer for the question that we asked.
Yes.
Thank you again, Ibu Ratih, for the very enlightening sharing. Okay, so everyone, I think we need a break. Okay.
I think that was one question.
Ada lagi soalan lah, Ibu Ratih. Are you okay to answer?
Yes.
I have a question. After you have determined the work stress among teachers and non-teaching staff in Indonesia, did you conduct the intervention? Yeah, they asked about the after step on the intervensinya. Bagaimana?
For the intervention, I think in our finding is positive finding. I think, because we found that lecturer and also non-teaching staff in this case is educational personnel had the low organizational stressor, and also they felt that sorry, I will show again the finding of my study or our study that and they also had the strong work motivation. So when they have high workload, even they have a high workload, they still have the motivation to work. So for the intervention, maybe we can I can share you that every year in our university make agenda for refreshing for both of lecturer and also the educational personnel. I hope I can answer your question, Miss Akila. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for the answer. Okay. So we'll be having a short break. So everyone can take a coffee or go for a refresh. So we'll be meeting again after 5 minutes break. Yeah. Thank you.